Focus. Get focused. Ah, yeah. You know what, you guys? It's uh, it's exhausting to see Derrick Rose constantly on the injury reserve. It's just it's like okay. Let's just listen to the report. Let's just listen. Let's just listen because I'm almost at a loss for words for Derrick Rose. I call him Mr. Glass. Let's listen to what these fine people have to say about Mr. Glass because
bad news for Derrick Rose. He is out for the season. He's got a torn meniscus. Crystal ball time. What does his future hold, especially with the Knicks?
Well, as long as he has the will to play basketball and somebody's going to pay him millions to do it, he will be back. He actually has had a really productive season this year with the Knicks. It's unfortunate to see how many injuries that he's had constantly throughout his career. It's almost like the game of operation. Anytime you look at his body, put all his injuries up there, it's pretty much everywhere. But here's a guy that came to New York. Phil Jackson signed him in the offseason, signed Brandon Jennings, signed Joakim Noah, and none of those guys today are in uniform.
Right. That's, what did you want to?
For their team.
Yeah, for their team. Do you think that they waive him? Do they re-sign him? Let him go somewhere else?
I think the Knicks tried to bring Derrick Rose back. They got Sasha Vujacic out here playing.
All
You know the only reason why he's in the league is because he probably knows some of the principles of the triangle. That's the only reason why he's in the league.
Yeah, but we've learned that if you know even a little bit, that's you're valued there, at least by Phil Jackson.
It's gotta. I mean, he has to go through arthroscopy. Yeah, arthroscopy surgery on his knee, and they say they expect him back to full health. But I'm gonna tell you, something. I don't think Derrick Rose has been to full health ever since he's won the MVP. Truthfully, I think look, he won the MVP. He got injured after that. Uh, People didn't know he's coming back to the Bulls or not, Chicago Bulls. Then he got into that, some kind of lawsuit action going on. Stayed injured, came back, got injured again, then went to the Knicks, and then you get somewhat of a good season, and then boom, I'm injured again, and it's I'm gonna tell you why it's disappointing. I'm not even a fan. This is my Bible right here. Let you know how much I read it because it is toe up. But I read it. I read it every day. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm disappointed in this because because I'm not a fan of Derrick Rose. I am a fan of potential. Even though I think the NBA and the NFL is fixed, there is still something that draws you to the game that you want to look at simply because you know that, for one, you can't do that. Look, even when I was in my prime of my life, I couldn't play ball at all. I sucked at basketball. I'd rather play football. I was running into people on the basketball court like it was football. I just sucked. I really did. But I always admired the guys who were good. So when you see people like Derrick Rose, who is an exceptional individual when it comes to the game of basketball, you want to see more because you're just in awe how somebody can take two steps and from the foul line and and be halfway down the court before you even realize what happened. And that's what these guys can do. Derrick Rose is lightning fast. I'd say he has one of the fastest first steps in the game. Him and Carmelo, and the fact that the coach went out and got him, and Joakim Noah and somebody else to come in. All three of the guys that he went out and paid all this money for. Listen, Joakim Noah's contract is $75 million. Listen, Joakim Noah is out for the next 20 games. He's out till next year. See, and that's the problem I'm having. I'm having this because you want to see. Listen, you love Cleveland, okay, fine. I'm in Ohio, go Cleveland. But it's just like LeBron has been to the playoffs and or the championship and or won the championship within the last 7 years. Just drink that in, okay? Within the last 7 years. The man is in his 14th season. Okay? He has played more basketball games than any other individual. Okay? I mean, just drink that in. So it's like, okay, LeBron. And then you're like, I want to see who else is going to step up and do something. I don't even watch the game, but I love the highlights. You know what I'm saying? I want to see who else is going to come and do something. Derrick Rose was one of those people. He came out dynamite on fire. Now it's like he just can't stay. He can't stay healthy. And and you want is this what I'm lamenting about is not just Derrick Rose. It's other players that are doing things, whether injury or just something stupid like Joakim Noah, uh, who is out because of over the counter supplement uses. Things like that. You're just like, I want to see somebody else make a run. I want it to be fun again. And the only reason why I want this is because when I was coming up, watching the Fab Five, watching Dr. J, there was somebody who was somebody on each team. And when they went at it, it was something to see. It wasn't all this I. It was a team. When the Celtics faced the Bulls, it was a team. You know what I'm saying? You had teams, even though I'm from Pittsburgh and we never had a basketball team, still you wanted to see Philadelphia, what I'm saying, play the Spurs or whatever. You wanted because it was they just went at it and it was so good. And you could watch those highlights. You can even watch them now and they're just so good because Larry Bird was ridiculous. I mean, you can just watch some of those highlights and just be in awe of what they did because, Matumbo and Olajuwon and the mailman, I think he's passed away, God rest his soul, the Moses Malone and even further back before that, I mean, you just had some really great games, and that's what I'm talking about. The hype isn't so much over teams anymore to me. There's only 3 teams that even get a decent mention, and that's the Spurs, that's Cleveland, and that's Golden State. So you see where I'm going with this. Like, I wish the game could come back. I wish we had that instead of what is LeBron doing? What is Durant doing? What is Oklahoma? Who's doing what on Oklahoma? What is Westbrook doing? I don't care. I want to know what a team is doing. I want a team to step up. But you can't really have that when these guys are getting paid all these millions and they're constantly either injured or they're drugged out or I'm tired. Get focused, people. The NBA is fixed anyway, but every now and then you just wanna believe that there's a team, an honest game anymore. That's what really bothers me about sports. I just want to see some honesty. You know where you get honesty at? Middle school ball. Middle school track and field. Not even high school anymore. Because high school, I mean, these people are doing stuff to high school kids. But middle school ball. You know what I'm saying? Or bantam or something like that. That's where you get some honesty. You see these kids coming up and they're just out there playing their heart out. There's no contract. There's no nothing. These kids are just and they're giving it. I mean, they're 3-4 feet off the ground and they're going at it, cracking skulls, and you just love it because it's honest. It's your boy Tone 202, Derrick Rose. Listen, I think I think he has one more injury and he's out of the league. I'm just tired of hearing about him being broke as far as his body. It's your boy Tone Tool. I'm out. Tone Tool, I'm out.